Right, so today, guys, you join me from the driver's seat of my buddy Toby's 300 brake horsepower Mark 1 MX5. Now, I must say a massive thank you to him to start with for letting me take his car out. Now, we've just finished a little drive about in the MX5s, and now I get to experience what is capable from one of these MX5s. Now, this one has an SR20 turbo on it, basically the same turbo as the SR20 engine. As the ECU, it has absolutely everything. It's forged, so the thing is pretty insane. So we've come straight onto a beautiful road. Let's see what this car is all about. Oh my! Oh my god! It's like that throttle pedal is a hyperspace button. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Now the brakes have been upgraded to Wilwood 4-pot calipers on the front of this. I can't believe how fast that is. That is, oh my god, the surge of power is actually hilarious in this little car. It's a completely different one. There's no match between this and my one. Oh my god. The turn-in as well, obviously it's got the widened trap, wider arches, big wing on the back. Oh my. So third gear. Oh my bloody hell, this thing's fast. It is so precise with its delivery. The power is instant. Oh my god. Wow, that is bloody. Now, I'm assuming this video is going to be pretty much me completing myself in this car, but this is exactly why I wanted to jump in it, even in 4th gear. Oh my god, that is that honestly, the surge of power in something this small with nigh on 300 brake horsepower. Oh, it's just built so well. Oh, brakes coming in. Oh. Honestly, oh, it drives unbelievable. This is exactly what I aspire the MX5 to be like. Honestly, it's so fast. This has also got the 6-speed manual box as well, so you've got 6 gears to play with. I just can't believe how fast it is, and the pickup and pace, no turbo lag. It's just so happy to go into any corner at any speed you fancy. Oh my god, it's just, you need the buckets and harnesses, you need the added bits and bobs on this car to tame that. That 300-ish brake horsepower. Oh. Jesus Christ, this thing's so fast. I gotta admit, this steering is so direct. The actual track and position in the road of the car, the feel is so glued, it's so just capable of doing anything. You are so immersed in the drive of this car, and that's the main thing why I personally bought an MX5. You're immersed in the drive from a standard car. You jump in something like this, something that's been really well built and well put together, well maintained, and you are just in another world of unbelievable handling. So we're going to chat about the car with the owner, Toby, now. I want to start with styling more than anything. Obviously the driver's unbelievable, but what have you done styling wise? So arches and stuff, what's the rear wing?
Yeah, so I got the spoiler off a guy on the island actually.
Yeah.
That on pretty soon after getting it. Really.
It's very
it's nice.
About right for the style of the car. The arches. They fit to the car, so they're not universal, are they? Let's be honest.
So like
you've actually got the actual cuts in them there. Yeah. What's the proper name for them?
The Joyride.
Joyride.
Yeah, I bought a copy of them from a company in the UK, and they were just like
not as good.
Yeah. All,
so this is the genuine stuff from the proper people. Fiberglass top with perspex, I'm assuming, rear.
Standard hard top. But
so that's quite a nice feature to have. Obviously, if you've got a convertible, you want to keep that as light as possible. Coming around the front, what's the bonnet? Because obviously that's got a scoop
bonnet.
in it.
Yeah, I always wanted one of these.
Yeah,
it's like the holy grail of bonnets.
I was going to say, I love the look of it, like with the tuck in sort of there and the scoop there.
I went and got it from a guy in Brighton actually. I went and got the bonnet and the hard top at the same time.
Yeah,
it's not the sort of
and that's completely transformed the car, I suppose, with that being so light, and then the look of this is what you wanted.
Yeah, you kind of, when you go wide arch on these, you kind of need to just
you have to do it. Yeah, too right.
Yeah.
Front lip. What's the front lip?
So that's a gauge berry front lip as well. They're pretty common on MX5s, really. I mean,
quite a big one though, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite stuck out. You do see the smaller ones, but this is quite stuck out. Going inside, because the inside of this is completely different, in my opinion. You've got a
so a lot of this I haven't actually
touched.
No, I mean like the centre consoles.
So yeah, obviously you've still got you usually have a armrest and a cup holder or whatever you want. Yeah.
So I just took that away and just carpeted it basically. It just cleans it up a lot more.
It looks so much nicer like that.
Yeah.
What are your gauges inside?
Yeah, so it's a KG Works sort of dial surround with it kind of like vintage sort of lights.
I really like that because it looks like an old school new version of something more than anything.
That. And then just got the oil temp and pressure and the AFM gauge in there as well. So.
It just looks so nice, and it's obviously a different experience to my one because that's like a nice feel inside. What are the clocks as well? Because they're completely different. Yeah.
The dial faces, I think, are just like, I think they're Lockwood ones, to be honest.
Oh really?
Yeah. They were on the car already.
It's got like a nice, like the white's really nice. What's the actual lights on the?
So the surround is like made by a company called KG Works.
Right.
So it's got like all the different lights.
It's got all the lights and stuff. I really like that. It's like a retro theme going on inside. The cage as well in the back. Well, half cage rollover bar, whatever you want to call it.
The old hard dog cage in the back with the harness bar.
You've got a harness bar going across, obviously, for the harnesses, and the Sparco seats as well.
Got slightly different door cards as well.
Oh yeah, this is more of like a, would you say Alcantara, or sort of feel to it?
Leather, which is it gives you a bit more room inside as well.
Yeah,
because the standard door cards kind of stick out a bit. Yeah.
So popping the bonnet, obviously there isn't a pop inside. It's all aero catched up. So the engine itself, what litre is the engine? It's the
1.8.
1.8.
Yeah.
Import or UK engine?
It's a UK engine.
UK engine.
But I mean, most of it's all been taken apart. It's fully forged in there. It's been forged for about I don't know, about 6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years. So it's held the testament of power and time. I've seen you using this, so it doesn't get tucked away for too long until it gets hurt again. I mean, so
it's kind of I want it to be functional, so hence like the catch can setup's a bit sort of a bit full on, but I was getting kind of like breathing issues with the engine, so I had to kind of open it all up.
You wanted it to be
the
turbo. What exactly is the turbo?
So it's a turbo off a Fiat 20 valve coupe.
Oh right.
Which is very similar to like just a basic T28 turbo basically, but it's nice. It suits this sort of power perfectly. It's about 280 or 90 horsepower, and it's sort of maxing the turbo out. So you're not maxing the potential of the engine. I suppose you can go a lot further. Turbo on if you wanted,
but I think that as it is more than enough with the power. You can still brake traction if you really wanted to.
Exactly. You go much above 300 and you're braking gearboxes.
It's not just the turbo you'd have to upgrade, is it? It's everything else. Clutch. What clutch is in it?
So it's a Fly Miata. I think it's their stage 2. It's the basically the biggest one you can get. You know?
Yeah.
It's rated to I think about 500 or 600.
It's actually still relatively comfortable in a way. It's not snatchy at all. You can sort of, you know, get to grips with it quite quickly, which is nice.
Yeah.
Mishimoto radiator on the front.
Yeah. Cooler on it.
Yeah.
Flying me out a cast manifold, which is sort of solid as a rock.
Solid as you like. Yeah. Anything else to really note in the engine bay?
No, I don't think so. That's about it, really.
It's the overview
it's
of it.
A nice sort of 300 horsepower package.
Yeah,
really.
300 horsepower. Like mine sat there is what, 90, 100 in 1993. In 1993, I think, yeah. Like I've just obviously you've just had a go in that, and you're like, yeah, it's the 90 brake horsepower because there's absolutely nothing in it. So driving one that's 3 times the power is yeah, this is an unbelievable car in comparison to that. Although that's fun, don't get me wrong.
Fun.
Yeah, that is just fun, but this is another level of fun. So, yeah, appreciate it. Thank you very much for letting me drive it.
Right, so onto one of probably the best roads we have on the Isle of Wight. This also has the Torsion LSD in the back of it, because obviously when you have this sort of power, you have to have both wheels spinning at the same sort of rate, let's be honest. Oh, Toby, what have you done? This car is unbelievable, and it makes me want to just make mine absolutely mental like this one. Oh, so bloody good. I've driven a lot of turboed MX-5s now. This is probably the 3rd or 4th one I've actually driven in total, and each one has had sort of a different setup to it, this being the fastest one I've ever driven. And probably, you know, it's just so refined in here. That's the mad part. It's so well done, well built. Oh my God, just sheer madness in this car. Literally, when you do come on boost, you are hanging on to the rear end. It's squirreling around, but in the best way. There's still the grip there, don't get me wrong, but the way you want to drive it, you can have that rear end out if you so wish to. You can just have a bit of fun if you really want to. This car also is actually a UK spec car, but it's got 59,000 miles on it. A white UK spec with that sort of mileage, really rare in itself, in honesty. But to have it with all of this stuff on it, the fiberglass roof, just something I aspire to in my own MX-5, and it's so nice to drive a completed version of really what I want, because it's just another level. It really, really is. Oh my God! Yes, I am having a mad amount of fun in this car. Oh, it's just so good. It really is so good. Big hats off to Toby for producing what is one of the best driving cars I've ever driven. And I didn't want to turn this into a review, more as just an experience for myself and capture it on camera for you guys, because this is why I bought the MX-5. This is what I sort of wanted to aspire to, and being thrown the keys today to this car, it just reminds me that yes, this was the right purchase to make for the channel, for me, for myself, you know, to build and stuff. So again, if you want to be a part of it, you want me to create something like this, leave a comment in the comment section. I want to build this, not a replica in any sense, but like something that's this good. Yeah, big time. I want this so bad right now. It's so bad.